Hey everyone, in this video we are going to start making the front view cuts for our pencil car. Done a little differently than the other process, but important part now is we went through video 4 and now we're just going a different route from the normal playlist. So this is for the pencil car. Now to start out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw geometry or a shape here in the front, a shape here in the back, and then I'm going to also outline my rectangle or my cylinder in the back of my car from the front view. All right, to do this, I want to go, and I'm going to start with using the arc tool, but you want to use the arc tool or the line tool to make this path. We want to make sure we've double-clicked in, which I've already done, or right-clicked and edited component. You can see the gray box around. It doesn't look as, I guess, dotted as your box usually does in yours, but it'll work. Now, in here, we want to make sure that we're not selecting directly under our axle, but off to the edge here, because we can't remove material below. So I can select the edge. I can then go above my car where I want this arc to stop. And once again, here I want to be a little bit above my circle, so I'm not right on the edge of it. And then I can then bend my piece going forward. And all I want to do is have a kind of a subtle, I guess, bend and not add material. After I drop that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pencil tool, which is the line, L on the keyboard, to select the edge and then go back right around my midpoint here. All right. After I do that, I'm going to then go back to the bottom of my car. Once again, not cutting away from underneath my axle hole, but just behind that. Now that I have that shape, it should be connected from the bottom edge of my car all the way around. If I ended up wanting to be a little bit longer because I'm at the minimum length, you make sure you touch the right-hand edge here. But I am at the 300, so I have plenty of space, all right, for my car to be a little bit shorter. Now, in here, I want to do the same thing on the back. So, 2-point arc. There's my intersection directly below my hole. I'm going to be a little bit in front of that. I want to go above this, very similar to my last one. Bend that up and out, and then line tool to finish this off. From that endpoint back to my line, and then back underneath. Make sure we're not underneath the axle hole, but just in front of that. Now that I have my front shape and my back shape, those do not have to be raindrops, by the way. Those are just thinking aerodynamics. You can make any shape you want there as long as it connects to the edge of your car, so you can pull that other shape out later. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rectangle tool, and I'm going to go above my intersection here a little ways. And I could make a guideline about 3, I think would be perfect, or 4 above, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to slide up, and I'm going to go above my piece a little bit, and below a little bit, and in front a little bit of my actual rectangle, showing the space from my CO2 container. Now that I dropped that, the next thing I'm ready to do is ready to push-pull those shapes out to finish my front view here. So this next step is going to the ISO view, and then going to our push-pull tool, selecting the front-hand edge, and then clicking the back line right here. So if I select this front, I'm going to push straight back and click on the edge. All right. Most times when we select here, we will have this back edge delete. I'm just going to edit, undo, and try one more time to see if that'll happen. Not on the face, but on the edge. All right. And if it doesn't delete all the way, don't worry. Later on, we can select and delete that in the end of our process. So there is our front view. And all we have to do is go back to our front piece there. And this will actually go to the ISO view. ISO view, because that way we can see what we actually have done. And this will be our screenshot for that front view video. Thanks for watching. The next video, what we're going to do is we're going to connect our shapes from front to back. Good luck.